Well, good afternoon, folks. Bill O'Leary coming to you live. This is an event that we do on Thursday on Facebook Live. We call it our Thirsty Thursday series, and so it's where I go live every Thursday and talk for a few minutes about a topic that maybe I have encountered that maybe strikes my interest or has been sort of discussed by my clients. So I'm an attorney and I do estate planning, elder law, and a lot of trust administration and probate work. So if you're thirsting for knowledge, you've come to the right place. So what I thought I'd talk, I was actually asked this question a couple of different times in the past week. The word decedent. What does the word decedent mean? Well, it's a legal term that refers to a person who has died with legal obligations that weren't satisfied before they died. So at the end of their life, a decedent has some important legal responsibilities that have to be carried out through a representative. So, for example, decedents remain obligated to satisfy certain debts that they incurred during their life, as well as filing a final income tax return. So, decedent. So, what's the difference between a decedent and a deceased person? Well, a deceased person is someone who has died. And while the word decedent also refers to a person who has passed away, it suggests a legal status of sorts. So, essentially, all decedents are deceased people, but not all deceased people are decedents. The word decedent is used mostly in the estate planning area. So, for example, you might see this term in a last will and testament, or maybe in some estate closing documents that relate to carrying out a deceased person's estate, the closing of the estate, let's say their bank account, and maybe filing the final income taxes. Now, in addition to finalizing an estate, if a person was, let's say, a party to an active civil lawsuit before they died, well, the term decedent, that word will be added to the party's name and all the court documents to signify that a representative is continuing with the case. Now, how are their legal obligations fulfilled after death, the decedent's legal obligations? Well, decedents have legal obligations after their death, and since they obviously can't perform these duties, the person appointed before their death has to meet any obligation. These legal responsibilities they have to be handled in a certain way according to state law if the decedent did not name a representative before they died. Now, there are a number of duties that someone has after they die that have to be completed by their appointed representative. Things like notifying banks, credit card companies, and other accreditors about the death of the individual. Maybe notifying government agencies like Medicare, Social Security, maybe Medicaid. Filing a decedent's last will with the probate court, something else that has to be done. The representative will also be responsible for handling the decedent's estate in court. How about paying off any valid debt or filing income taxes, like I said? And opening a new bank account for the estate. The representative will pay the bills and the debts and the taxes out of this new account. And finally, distributing the estate's assets to the heirs that are named in the decedent's last will and testament. And if there is no will, then the representative will make sure that the heirs, the natural heirs, receive the assets they're entitled to as set out under state law called intestate succession. Now, what is included in the estate? Let me touch on that. A decedent's estate includes all of the property and assets and money that they own when they died. So think things like cash, real estate, maybe the home, jewelry, vehicles, stocks and bonds, bank accounts, investment accounts, that sort of thing. The estate has to go through the probate process before the estate is closed. And by the way, some property and assets may be included in the estate, but they may not be subject to probate. So not all assets are subject to probate. Life insurance is a case in point. So if you would like to know a little bit more about what a decedent is and the responsibilities of handling a decedent's estate and maybe how we can help, we'd love to talk to you. So we invite you to book a free 15-minute discovery phone call. Just go to our website, legacyplanninglawgroup.com, and there's a button there that says schedule a free discovery call. Click on it, takes you straight to our booking calendar, and we'll jump on the call at the time that you select. By the way, that call is complimentary. If you've enjoyed this video, we'd ask that you like it, and hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Legacy Planning Law Group. So again, I hope you've enjoyed this talk. What does the term decedent mean? I'm going to give another talk next Thursday at about the same time, again, as part of our Thirsty Thursday series. So this is Bill O'Leary signing off for now on behalf of everybody here at my office, Team Legacy, as we like to say. Go make it a great day and a better world.